What are things that, now that you've had an opportunity to read again, I'm sure you've read it many times, what are the things that jump out at you, that seem real to you, that you do need to think about?
Well, the thing when he said, stay focused, stay real, that's very important to me, because you hear about athletes who, before they reach stardom, you see them, slap files with you, speak to you or whatever. And then when they reach stardom and get money or whatever, they kind of stick their noses up, and say, well, the world owes me something. And that's something I don't want to ever be looked at. I want to stay myself.
You set goals?
Always.
Always?
Always. When you're young, you really don't understand what goals are. You just say, okay, I want to get this move down pat. So you work on getting that move down pat, then you work on another one. Then you have a goal of dunking, then making your high school team. So you just kind of set goals as you go on. Then you might go to a basketball camp and you hear people talking about goals, and you kind of say, hey, well, I've been doing that all along. Maybe that is going to help me in the long run. So then you start setting some more goals. So once you accomplish that, you knock it down and keep moving on. Trying to get at, when I want people to understand, when Dr. J was retiring, Michael came into the league and people were comparing Mike with Dr. J. People always make comparisons, but it's up to the own individual throughout the years who's going to create his own identity.
20 years from now, when you're sitting in the recliner,
I just want guys to say, man, that guy can play. We saw him grow from 17 years old to 20 to 25, 30, and he's blossomed into a pretty good basketball player.
So for your 21 years, you said you've always dreamed of winning a championship. Is it what you dreamed of?
Oh, it's everything and more. I mean, you have the Laker colors falling from the ceiling, the fans going crazy. I got the hat on and everything covering my throat. That feels great.
I take you to this scene. 20 seconds left to go. You're down by 1. You want the ball. You want to take the last shot.
Absolutely. I'm not afraid to fail, and I just love it. It's just an adrenaline rush.
9 seconds.
Everybody in the crowd stands up, and everybody's waiting to see if you're going to make the shot, if you're going to lose the game, or you're going to win the game.
Kobe ties the score with 2 seconds left.
It's just an unbelievable rush.
22 years old, you've won 2 of these. Does this mean more than the first one?
the first one is always very special because you're proving to people that you can do it. The second one is like you're proving that it's not a fluke. The series against San Antonio, 2 champions going head up and winning back-to-back definitely feels great.
Get it up into a different gear, or is that a dangerous game to play?
It's a dangerous game to play if we were playing it. The teams that have beat us, they beat us. It's a process of constantly moving forward and constantly improving. And that's what we're doing right now. Sometimes you have to take a couple steps back and just take 1 step forward. And that's the process that we've been going through, and we've been patient with one another.
We have a million and one excuses that we could go to. Fact of the matter is, we're not going to make any. They played better than we did in this series. We had our opportunities to win it. Didn't go for us. So we just have to regroup. Like I said, next season starts right now, and come back next season and play.
How much harder will you work in this offseason now to get back to the championship?
I'll push myself to exhaustion.
Kobe, we thank you for your time.
The critical, the important part is that, we go out there and we play the game. We play the game to win. And obviously we had a strategy that worked very well for us in 3 games. We tried to keep the strategy going in Game 7 and the other games as well. It didn't work out for us. But we're out there to try to win. So, to label me as being selfish was something that I took up with Charles.
Right.
Over the text messages thing. It's one thing to criticize an individual's game, but it's another thing to...
Did you see where taking 3 shots in that game was going to raise some eyebrows?
No, not really. I mean, if you look at the way that we played throughout the series, Game 4 in particular, we had a deficit in Game 4 in the 4th quarter. It was a double-digit deficit, 12, 13, 14-point game. And, we stuck to the script because we knew in order to beat the Phoenix Suns, we have to stop them. And in order for us to stop them, everybody has to feel more involved. And when you play better offensively, when you hit down 1, 2 jumpers, all of a sudden your energy picks up, your intensity picks up, your defensive level picks up. And that's the only way that we're going to beat the Phoenix Suns.
What's that experience like of winning a lot when you're young
and then having a long career ahead of you when you're trying to get back there?
It takes a lot of fight because you know how many battles you went through. You know, you already ran the hill one time. You know, it's like looking at Mount Everest and you already ran that one time, and now you're back at the bottom again and you're looking back up and going, oh my God.
He just scored 81 points, the second most points in the history of the NBA, second only to Wilt Chamberlain. It comes to the victory. What can you say?
Well, you know, we wanted to win this game so bad, and they jumped out to us on an early lead, and you know, my ankle was hurting me. I was a little tired, but you know, we needed to get this W, so I had to push through it, and you know, had a great performance.
Kobe, a little bit more about the future of the team. If Bynum does come back, does that give you hope that this team can get back here next year and maybe win the finals, or does this team need a shake-up during the offseason?
No, we're fine. I think you know, what we have to do is continue to work. I mean, that's really the key, is understand that this isn't guaranteed to anybody. I mean, there's people who've gotten here before and never gotten back, so it's important for us to understand that, to work hard, and come back next year ready to go.